Hey guys, welcome back. This is my tutorial on how to draw a simple and easy natural landscape. This is what we're gonna draw. Follow my steps to first prep the canvas. We basically just apply some gesso. Now, we take some black paint and also brush number 6. Here we will sketch out the base of our hut. Now for the background sky, we mix a small amount of purple and white to create a lavender shade. Using a large flat brush, paint the sky area with this color, blending in a bit of white for cloud effects. Using a medium flat brush, paint the outline of the mountains. Add lighter shades by mixing white into your gray for highlights and shadows on the mountains. Let it dry before moving on to the next step. Next, we add the road by mixing a light orange, brown, and a shade of red. Now we start with the clouds. Apply a darkish purple and highlight it with white as shown. After you finish painting the sky and clouds, let it dry. Now let's create the outline of the hut. Now, use yellow ochre mixed with a bit of white for the thatched roof. Give small strokes with the edge of the brush. Paint the walls of the hut with a mixture of brown and white. Use a detail brush to add lines and texture to the roof and walls. Highlight the mountains behind the hut with a darkish violet for a more peaceful look. Now, shade the mountain with a color of blue to make it stand out more. Apply a darker shade of blue at the top of the mountains, and also mix in a bit of violet. Now let's start with the landscape. Mix various shades of green by combining green, yellow, and a touch of blue. Make light strokes to add realism to the tree, using a small flat brush. Make it kind of dab onto the canvas. For the foliage and bushes around the path and hut, dab different shades of green with a round brush to create texture. Add yellow highlights to the foliage to represent sunlight. Use a smaller round brush or detail brush for the branches and leaves with a darker shade of green. Add more bushes around the tree. Now, blend it using a round brush. Now let's create the branches of the tree. Use a thinner brush. Now, detail the leaves on the tree, using a small flat brush. Now, let's add a bit more eye-catching highlights to the hut. Add more bushes around the hut. Dab the round brush around the hut to give it a grassy look. Add white highlights to the trees. Add a branch to the bushes to make it more of a smaller tree with black, brown, and white. Highlight it with white to make it shine. Now, let's start with the path by making the base with a dark green. Use a mix of brown and white to paint the stone pathway leading to the hut. Cover the brown areas that are left over with green to make it seem like grass. Once again, use the round brush with a shade of yellow to make it seem like the rays of light are shining on the grass and bushes. Make the window of the hut with black paint and give one stroke with a small flat brush using yellow and white. Add the finishing touches to the hut. Again for the hut, add shadows with darker brown and highlights with lighter brown or white. See what I do here? Now, let's paint the cloth hanging area. Draw the clothes with the color as you like. Adjust any highlights and shadows on the trees, mountains, and hut to enhance realism. Add white highlights to the mountains. This should be the result.